Hello there, and welcome to another volume of Andre's Genre Profiles on Vinyl. Well, I have 14 albums to tell you about today, and they run an enormous span of about 25 years, from 1967 to 1989, and I've put them all in the order of year. You know, I'm not being anal retentive about this, but I just wanted to give you a really good continuum of time about how genres have changed. And all these vinyl that you see are used and in absolutely excellent condition. I don't buy any scratch vinyl unless it's super rare. The first on our list today is The Soul Survivors. When the whistle blows, anything goes. You can see on the bottom, it says this album contains the new smash hit Expressway to Your Heart. I can sing better than that, but anyway, there's the back of that album. There's some liner notes. They do a version of James Brown's Please, Please, Please on this album. I'm opening this up for the only reason is that it's a fairly obscure label. Crimson. I like those big bubbles on the album's label. I'm not going to be doing a lot of this sort of thing here, but I just wanted to do that for this sake. Al Wilson, Searching for the Dolphins. This album was produced by Johnny Rivers on the Soul City record label in 1969, and it contains a song called The Snake, which was originally written and recorded by Oscar Brown Jr. Dr. Records owner Don Menninghaus, who I've known for years, little shout out to you, Don, recommended this album to me, and I'm very happy to have it. So I just wanted to give a little shout out to Mr. Menninghaus on this video. I also got this from Don. Actually, the first three you see here. This is sort of a grail for me personally. You know, any of the original Kool and the Gang releases on D-Lite from 1969 through 1978 are really valuable to me. This is a DJ copy, but this is actually their second studio album. They released 2 live albums in 1971, and this is their third album, but it's their second studio album from 1972 called Music is the Message. This is pre-J.T. Taylor. See, those are those 2 live albums. This is an amazing album. If you love your funk hard and jazzy, you will love this. This is just an amazing album. You got Ronald Bell, you know, Robert Cool Bell, you know, Rick West, Clyde Smith, just George Brown on drums. This is just fantastic. Alright, I'm going to show the label again. The old D-Lite label. Just an amazing find. In superb condition. I am so glad I found this. Music is the Message. The next up is the Brecker Brothers Band, Back to Back, from 1976. The weird thing about this album is that I have the Brecker Brothers original album series on their on CD. It comes in a group of kind of digipacks all mixed together. It has their first album and then leaps to their third, fourth, and fifth, but it eliminates this sophomore record of theirs. So I got it on vinyl. It's an excellent album, but I don't know why they didn't include it on that CD set. You can get this on CD, but I thought it'd be fun to have the vinyl, so there's the band in the inner gatefold. Thought I'd give you a little show of that. Here we have Linda Clifford, Let Me Be Your Woman from 1979. I actually found this album about a week ago at the local Goodwill. And this is another gatefold. If you can see it right. You get this, there's the bottom. There is Linda on the top. Sorry for the camera shake. This is a double album recorded with Curtis Mayfield on Tom, Chester Thompson on drums. Great mixture of disco and funk on this album. Here we have Larry Carlton. Larry Carlton is one of my favorite musicians ever, and this is his 1980 album called Strikes Twice. He looks intense on that cover, doesn't he? There's his band at the time. Great group of people. Amazing album on Warner Brothers. This I found just the other day at a local antique barn. It was a little expensive for what I usually pay for records, but it's sort of a rarity. The Japanese-American jazz fusion group Hiroshima, their second album, Odori. It has a little label from Arista featuring Cruisin' J-Town Warriors and Winds of Change. I love that design with the geisha on the cover. Kind of photograph I'd taken. There's the band. If you open it up, there's a lyric guide for the songs that have lyrics. Hiroshima are mostly instrumental, but they include some songs that have vocals. There's some black and white pictures of the band. The Invisible Man's Band, Really Want to See You, from 1981. There's the front, and there's the back. I love the artwork, from Boardwalk Records, 1981. And Melissa Manchester, Emergency. This is her 1983 album. This seems like the year I've really been getting into Melissa Manchester. You know, I love her funky stuff, her new wave stuff, and this is probably from her more new wave era on Arista Records. Produced by Chaka Khan's producer, Arif Mardin. There's a lyric guide in here. If you pull it out, there's Melissa. And lyric guide in Robin Zaig Blue. Here we have Skylight, 1983. I have another Sky album on vinyl. This is on Alligator Productions, Salsoul label. There's the Salsoul label. This is an album that I found out about through a song recommendation from my friend in Kiev, Ukraine, named Andrew Ostrov. And this is Christina, Sleep It Off, from 1984. I love that optical illusion op art cover design, similar to Grace Jones's Slave to the Rhythm from around that same time. It's on the Z Records imprint. There's the inner sleeve lyric guide. Mercury label. I'm showing a lot more labels than I expected to, but anyway. This is Natalie Cole, Dangerous, 1985. This album really started a big comeback for her. You know, she had some issues in the 80s with addiction problems, but this is a great album. Very synth pop oriented, but really good album nonetheless. Really good comeback for her. Just a lyric guide, no pictures or anything like that. Okay, so the last two albums on my list are Debarge, his first and second album. This is his first, from 1986, on the Motown label. Here's L. And there's another picture of L in the back with some song credits. Peter Wolf from the J. Giles Band actually wrote some of this stuff and played on some of this stuff along with Al Jarreau's producer, writer, you know, Jay Graydon. Good album, has a song Who's Johnny on it. And here's L's second album, Gemini, from 1989. You know, this is sort of from the end of vinyl. It's got one of those plastic sleeves in it. This actually has some great people from the Quincy Jones Westlake group. He produces himself, actually, El Debarge. It's got Nathan East, you know, Paul Jackson, Earth, Wind & Fire's Don Myrick. Jeff Lover played some synthesizers on this. So, there it is. That's my latest collection of 14 vinyl. I don't spend every single red cent I obviously have on vinyl, but I do like collecting things that are rare and things that I enjoy. So here's what I've got this time. So enjoy your music, enjoy your vinyl, and keep on grooving. See you next time.